this is the other character that I was just talking about. This is Grandpa Pringle, that I wanted two heads the same, and we couldn't get them the same. And this one didn't have, at the top, the opening. See, it's a bald head effect that we have. And then the stitching is all the way around here, and got the same kind of fuzzy hair, fuzzy angel type hair that you check at your craft shop. And glasses, again, the same mustache. It's basically the same eyes, a little bit deeper set, and the same type of the nose, but they still look different, just like everyone else. They look a lot different. There's a little blush on his lips, and with a string on, a dark string on that one on the very inside. And again, his ears are sculpted again. A little experimentation. Now his suit is a little bit smaller. He's a smaller character, and I have a sweater on him and a little shirt, and inside Grandpa Pringle, he's got a different costume, and that is, let's see if we can see it here, he is a railroad engineer. I guess we can't get in here. Yeah, there you can see his little bit Oshkosh Bagosh overalls that he has, and his railroad cap. And they go down, he and his nephew Roger, or his grandson, excuse me, Roger, go down to the railroad station and sing that song that I wrote, The Good Nutrition Train. And then he has his outdoor hat for going outside, and a farmer's hat. A lot of these bodies could be interchangeable with the heads, and so we can make him do a lot of different things, be a lot of different things. He could be a farmer, like his brother-in-law. This is his wife's brother, Frank Elmer. He sits on the tractor and sings, and his head's a little bit, his mouth is a little bit tight. Sometimes the mouths get a little bit tight, and it's hard to move it. I have a really hard time moving his mouth, so you have to be careful of that. But with experimentation, you can get better at it. Now, he's got some little saggy eyelids. You see those little eyelids that are sculpted right across here. And then little white felt circle, and then the brown animal eyes. They're a little bit smaller. He's kind of a dumb character. He's got these little crow's feet that are stitched in, just hand stitching. And then this is regular fake fur that he has for a beard, and a stitching, and a dimple even, right here, and hand stitching all the way around, and one right here for a little dimple in his upper lip. He's got his hat pinned on. I use these T-pins all the time because they are so handy to use. But without his hat, this is what his hair looks like. It's just a piece of the reddish fake fur, just laid on top, you lay it on top and cut as you go. I've done that for a long time, just laid them down, a piece of hair down, and trimmed it like giving him a haircut over top. But I'm not that clever. You just have to have patience with what you're doing. And then sewed, or pinned even. But if you pinned, I made the mistake 20 years ago when I put pins in them, and then we stored them out in the garage, and then they would rust. So if you use pins, they should be rust-free. Then he's a short little fellow. I'll show you how tall he is. He doesn't even come up to the table. See, he's just really short for younger brother. And he's got just an old shirt I found for 25 cents, and under that a T-shirt, and then he's got these bib overalls, and I have his hands pinned together so he looks more natural, and he's got a hole and all kinds of things. When you've got the straps in the back, just have to pull it over to the side a little bit so you can get your hand up inside. Now his sister, Granny Pringle, was one of my very first characters, and she's changed 3 or 4 times. And I have a little, let's take your bonnet off, Granny, here. I found this old-fashioned dress at a garage sale, and you see her glasses. Again, she's got the same kind of, the brown animal eyes, and little glasses and the sculptured nose, and a dimple right down in here this time. But the same thing with Granny. It's just a piece of fake fur hair. Now, because we knew that we weren't going to take that off, at least yet, it's just a piece right across here, just one piece of fake fur right across the top. She's got some cheeks and jowls here to make her look a little bit older. Take a look right up close, Granny. See, so we can see your face. I just shortened this dress it was just a full-size dress. It fit me. I just shortened it and then put a bust line in for her. And again, she has her hands pinned, all her safety pinned together. She's got on little black patent shoes. And hers are, since her legs don't show, I didn't use the nylon legs on her. I just used cloth legs since they don't show. If I have another outfit on her, I'll have to change them if her legs show. And she has a shawl over top. Her belt wouldn't stay in place, so underneath the dress, I just put safety pins underneath to hold the belt in place because it wouldn't stay. You can do a lot of things that you'd be surprised if you just look at it and say, well, what's wrong here? Ask your children or ask your friends to look at this and say, what's wrong? And a lot of times I've said, does this look better or does that look better? My children would, even when they were small, they would tell me which looked better, and by and large it was always true. Get another person's opinion. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is Rebecca of Checkerboard Farms. She's our bride doll. And I've got her wig loosened up here so you can see underneath. She has her stitching right across the top, and you can see the cotton inside. She has little eyelashes that you can buy at a craft store, right over top of kind of larger animal eyes than the other ones that have been having, and then the white behind it. The white felt behind it softens the look a little bit, and a little delicate nose. She has pink blush. You can kind of see the red through her mouth. She has kind of more of a little pouty look with a stitching right across here, a little stitching right here as a dimple, and of course all the way to that part of her nose, and that's left open, and then right through there. And over here, more jowls, just because of lack of knowing what to do with this part in here. Now this is a wig from a wig company. I've got several addresses for wig companies that if you send me a double stamped business size self-addressed envelope, and I will send you the addresses for wigs. They really aren't all that expensive. This one isn't. And I just take a hat pin, because I may use the wig. I could use the wig as a clown, this wig, or on another puppet. So if you just pin things on, you can borrow them. Because when you're doing television, you need a lot of different things, and so sometimes you have to borrow from other sources. Well, this is her little wedding dress. Now I've got a winter wedding dress and I've got a summer wedding dress, and this is the summer one. The winter one has boa fur on it, but this is just a little bridesmaid dress that you can get at a dress store. Only I wait till they go on sale, or I get a friend, or I look around. You keep looking all the time. Now see her little arms with the elbows sewn right there. I have her arms safety pinned right onto the foam rubber, and it's got a hoop skirt, and then she's got a garter on, and then white shoes. Now one day at a yard sale, or no, it was a sidewalk sale for a bridal shop, I found this real reasonable veil. It has one that goes in front of her face. People always, at mother-daughter banquets, they go, oh, when you bring out the bride. Francois has a little boy's tuxedo, and little white shirt and bow tie. I've got his hands crossed and pinned together in the front, crisscrossed. He's got little black shoes that I got at a resale shop, and little socks. I'll show you how tall he is. Not very tall, about 3 foot tall.